The wildlife trade is the buying and selling of wild animals and plant resources, including importing, exporting, and re-exporting live or raw or finished products made from them. It includes the trade in timber for our houses and furniture, and animals and plants which are used for food and in some medicines. Wild animals are also popular as pets and trophies, or may form part of a collection. The wildlife trade is worth hundreds of billions of dollars each year. Whilst most wildlife trade is legal, a significant proportion is not. In fact, the illegal trade of wildlife is the world's fourth largest international crime and is estimated to be worth between $7 and $23 billion a year. It involves vast numbers of wild animals and plants. It robs communities of their natural resources and potential benefits from tourism. It threatens national security and stability through armed gangs, poachers, and illegal hunters that participate in the trade, causes damage to the environment, and can have an impact on global health through the spread of diseases. Around the world, thousands of people put their lives at risk every day in an effort to protect wild animals and plants. Sadly, some of these dedicated individuals end up paying the ultimate price at the hands of commercial poachers. We all must play a part to stop this trade. Each year, 20,000 elephants are killed for their ivory. That's 55 every day. Every 7 hours, a poacher kills a rhino for its horn. Over the past 10 years, around 1 million pangolins are thought to have been poached for their scales and meat. That's 270 every day. An estimated 24 million seahorses are taken from the wild every year, and only 5% of this is legal. Aviation provides a safe, convenient, and affordable method of travel for billions of people every year. Unfortunately, this network also attracts criminals such as wildlife traffickers. Traffickers try to exploit the increasing connectivity and efficiency of our network, targeting global hubs and airports with flight connections between source and demand countries. Smaller airports are not free from traffickers either, as traffickers fly illicit wildlife products from areas near their natural habitats to reach larger international hub airports. Furthermore, traffickers adapt, regularly changing their routes to avoid detection, making airports in any region and at any size vulnerable to wildlife trafficking. Tackling this requires a united response. Airports Council International, ACI, and others in the aviation sector are committed to supporting efforts to combat wildlife trafficking. Wildlife trafficking occurs across the globe. Between 2009 and 2017, in excess of 1 ton of rhino horn, 44 tons of ivory, 23 tons of pangolin scales, 130,000 live reptiles, and 13,000 live birds were seized on air transport and in airports. One study into the trafficking of pangolins found that smugglers use around 27 new transport routes each year. Routes used also vary according to what is being transported. Shorter journey time means that live animals stand a better chance of surviving the trip and therefore giving traffickers maximum profit. Wildlife trafficking creates risks for the industry, including health and safety risks to passengers and staff, as trafficked wildlife can carry disease, may be venomous, or cause injury if it tries to escape. Reputational risks from negative press and reports. Economic risks from loss of nature-based tourism and diminished operational efficiency. Wildlife is smuggled through airports on passengers, in their baggage, as cargo, and by post. Wildlife smuggled by individual passengers is generally carried in fairly small quantities. This is usually high in value and delicate. Cargo, post, and courier services provide the opportunity for smugglers to move larger and heavier shipments of live animals, animal parts, and products. Some traffickers have been caught concealing wildlife under their clothing. Bird eggs may be hidden in specially designed t-shirts, hidden under a baggy shirt, in underwear, or secured into pantyhose, which is then tied around the body. One smuggler protected the eggs so well that when he was arrested, officers found that 2 had hatched into baby vultures during the journey. Other smugglers have been found with live hummingbirds in their underpants and songbirds sewn onto their socks. Other examples include a woman caught in Indonesia who had strapped a baby gibbon to her leg with elastic bandage hidden under a long gown. One passenger smuggled a baby monkey under her shirt on her journey from Thailand to the US, while another was caught hiding live fish in plastic bags secured in an apron beneath a long skirt. Between 2015 and 2017, more than 15 smugglers were caught in Hong Kong with tailor-made vests. Each vest had been fitted with special pockets to hold ivory tusks and carvings. Passengers have also been apprehended with wildlife hidden in their carry-on baggage. One of the best-known examples was a woman traveling to Iran with a drugged tiger cub in her bag. Another passenger was found carrying 20 live snakes in a small bag. But hiding wildlife in carry-on baggage is not limited to live animals. 3 passengers in Hong Kong were caught hiding 43 kilograms of ivory in their carry-on baggage. One of them also had 2 kilograms of rhino horn taped to their body. When it comes to checked-in baggage, the quantities of wildlife contraband can be larger. A single 32-kilogram suitcase seized in Russia was found to contain gibbons, a wildcat, snakes, lizards and turtles, and 2 crocodiles. Sadly, the crocodiles did not survive their journey. In total, the case contained 108 animals. In another incident, 15 travelers were arrested after a total of 790 kilograms of ivory was found in their 32 items of checked-in baggage. Cargo shipments provide the opportunity to smuggle even greater amounts. In Thailand, authorities found 2 tons of ivory in a shipment declared as mobile phones. And in Malaysia, a shipment declared as art objects was found to contain 18 rhino horns. Live animals have also been discovered in cargo. A consignment labeled simply as stones sent from Madagascar actually turned out to contain more than 300 endangered tortoises. In South Africa, authorities found 1,200 reptiles inside a delayed cargo shipment heading from Madagascar to the US, only after it started to smell. Just 800 survived, many of which required urgent veterinary attention. Courier and postal shipments sent by air have been found containing rhino horn, live lizards, and even venomous snakes. Everyone working in the airport can play a role in combating wildlife trafficking. If you know what to look for and what to do if and when you see suspected wildlife trafficking, you can help to make a difference whatever your job may be. In fact, people around the world have helped the authorities to intercept wildlife traffickers. A report made by an airport employee resulted in the seizure of 41 kilograms of rhino horn. In another case, an airport cleaner found egg boxes in an airport lounge bathroom. This led to the arrest and conviction of a bird egg smuggler. So, what can you look out for? Possible signs include passengers wearing clothes which are too big or which are wrong for the climate in both the origin and destination of their journey. Unusual smells, movement, or noise coming from either a passenger, their baggage, or from cargo shipments could indicate that there are wildlife or wildlife parts being smuggled. Air holes in baggage or in cargo where live animals have not been declared could indicate that there are live wild animals being smuggled. Passengers taking unusual connections could be another sign. The 15 passengers caught with 790 kilograms of ivory were traveling between Angola and Cambodia. Their route included Ethiopia, Hong Kong, and South Korea. Normally, travelers prefer to take the shortest possible route to their destination. People who have something to hide often show involuntary responses. These might include sweating or dilated pupils, extreme nervousness, shaking, and twitching. When you talk to them, they might avoid eye contact. If you ask them a question, They might delay responding to you and may even repeat your question before answering. They could talk very quickly and adjust their clothing or jewelry. Individuals who exhibit these signs may also be involved in other crimes, such as drug smuggling. What should you do if you find live animals? If you can, leave the handling of animals to those who are qualified or experienced. You should take measures to protect yourself and those around you. If you must handle wildlife, use protective clothing such as gloves, mask, or goggles. There are a number of serious diseases which can be passed from wildlife to people. The risk of infection comes from living animals and from meat and other animal products. High-risk animals include birds, bats, civets, and monkeys. Additionally, smuggled animals are generally highly stressed, making them more likely to lash out in an effort to defend themselves. Some animals can cause significant injury. These include venomous snakes, monkeys, birds of prey, and crocodiles. So, what should you do if you suspect wildlife trafficking is happening? 1. Check that you know to whom you should report suspected incidences of wildlife trafficking and how to do this. 2. Don't handle smuggled wildlife unless absolutely necessary. To summarize, wildlife trafficking threatens the survival of many animal and plant species. It damages the environment, spreads disease, threatens local livelihoods and national economies, and poses risks not only to the industry, but those who work in it, including you. Be part of the solution. Keep your eyes and ears open to the possibility that wildlife trafficking is happening right under your nose. Report what you see and hear. Your report and response can make a difference.